With Chris out, we don't know any rotations or starting assignments yet, but if you would get to start, what would that mean to you?
It would mean a lot, but I feel like it wouldn't change, my approach to the game. I'm still going to stay aggressive. I'm still going to be have the same mentality if I come off the bench, If I don't, it's what's best for the team. I won't take it personal. I'm going to keep doing what I do and, looking forward to win the game.
To that end, you guys played a bunch of 3-guard, even 4-guard lineups on Friday against the Heat. How do you feel like those do, and how do you feel like you fit in with those kind of groups?
I feel like it's pretty good. We have the chance to run the fast break, take many more layups and shots, and crashing the boards. I feel like the game is a little bit faster, and we were able to adjust as quick as we could. Playing 4 guards.
If you have a more wing-based role, does that change what you have to do when you're on the court at all, or just kind of who you're guarding and the size of that man, things like that?
So what?
If you are at the 3 instead of the 2, does that change your responsibilities at all, or just kind of a taller matchup kind of deal?
No, pretty much just the matchup. Even defensively, I'm able to guard 1 through 4, even 5 sometimes. So on defense, it won't be a problem. On offense, I just run on the other side of the floor. So it's not a big thing for me.
There were a number of high-energy plays where baskets were made or stops were made, and the Heat had to force a timeout. Have you gotten a good vibe from inside the field house in some of those moments?
For sure. Having Buddy going off, the first half, scoring 22. Having me step up in my third quarter. The whole guys, everybody was happy. Everybody was having fun. It was fun, and it's a great thing to see as a team.
New Orleans brings a lot of tough challenges. What do you look forward to seeing from the Pelicans?
They have great talent. They got Trey Murphy, Zion, CJ, and they got big guys. Pretty much looking forward to having game plans, sticking to the game plan, and executing. But also play as a team and just play defense.
Now that you've had a couple days to kind of look back on that game you had Friday night, have your feelings changed on it at all? How do you feel like you really did settle in that night?
I thought I did well. For me, I've always played big games in my career. These are considered like big games in the league, but not huge games personally. But I'm just trying to be consistent, try to play hard in the court and give what the team needs.
The team had to go to more 3-guard, 4-guard even lineups without Chris. Now it seems like he'll be out for a while. How do you feel like those units did, and how do you feel like you fit in with those groups?
I think those units do well. I think I fit in well because of my versatility to guard multiple positions, and I think those are the type of groups we can come in and bring more energy, maybe get it popping on the offensive side of the ball, a little more aggressive, a little more athletic. But yeah.
What kind of reputation you think you're developing on the defensive end?
I hope I'm developing a reputation for someone who is disruptive, versatile, and solid in terms of what we're trying to do and executing our game plan. That's what I'm trying to do.
Could you take me to that timeout, the huddle, and coming out of there knowing probably Hero's going to get the ball and you're matched up with him?
Yeah, I was thinking just got to make a tough shot. Don't foul, and kind of just see where the ball lands. This is a really good league with tough players that are going to make tough shots. So you just got to make them take a tough one and live with the results.
How does it make you feel, though, that you're on the court being trusted to close out games and maybe the defense is a big reason why?
It means a lot. It means that I got the confidence of my teammates and my coaches, and that only lets me just kind of flourish in those moments.
Did you want to force him right on that play?
I knew that he likes to get to his left step back, so didn't really want to force anyway, honestly. Just wanted to be a little disruptive, kind of get my hands in the way.
Do you envision even more opportunities with Chris out that, you've been getting to play a lot, but that'll continue?
Yeah. We're kind of a little bit shorter with the guard depth, so I got to step up. Other guys got to step up and kind of pick up where those guys leave off in the game.
Is this nice and ice a new routine for you, or is that the result of the additional play?
Nah, it's a routine. Gotta get better at the routine, getting into it.
What was your expectation going into that last game? Because Rick kind of hinted, hey, he mentioned you, but to go from 7 minutes to 28 minutes, was that in mind maybe going into that game?
Yeah, I think a lot of the games for me have been like 20 plus or 7, so I think like I'm always trying to just sit on the bench ready to get in the game for whatever I get in. and make the impact. I'm not even like, my mind has no thought about what I'm gonna play. I'm not really like pressing about that or sad or anything. I'm going to the game as a team mindset. I'm trying to win games, play better, get better throughout the season.
How different is it though coming off the bench and not knowing compared to Gonzaga, where I think all but your second year, I want to say, you basically started every game.
Yeah, I pretty much started every game in college, but for like the start of my junior year, I came off the bench for a good 10, 15 games. And I don't know, over the years when I was younger, I used to struggle, really struggle coming off the bench, just not feeling the same. And now I've just gotten used to just not worrying about that stuff and just understand that when I get in the game, I got to make an impact. And that's what I've been trying to do.
Is that sometimes a mental block players have to get past? Like that's their routine, hey, create a new routine or something?
100%. Mental block, whatever you want to call it, but it's something you have to understand to get over, and it shouldn't affect your game much.
Rick was talking about how like you and Ben are basically like don't care what anybody else thinks, believe that you should be here already type thing. Have you always had that confidence, that know-how, I guess, or is that something you developed over the last several years?
100%. I think I've always had a good confidence about myself and my game. And I've always felt I could fit in at any level and compete. I think as the games go on, you feel more comfortable. You feel now you're playing more and more games, you're getting even more comfortable, even more confident you can do it. And I think we're guys that we want to get better. We think that we're doing well, but we also want to just do so much more. So we're not complacent at all.
What's the thing maybe you look back at last game and nitpick about what you maybe didn't do well?
Yeah, I think I didn't shoot. In terms of shot making, I didn't do a good job. I think I got to be a little more ready to catch a shoot, especially with the groups we have and the playmakers like Ty around me. So I think going forward, I really want to catch a shoot at a high level, and I want to shot make in terms of when we're playing in the zone, getting to the middle, floaters, mid-range shots. A lot of those teams in the ball screen give up guards those mid-range shots. I want to make those shots. So that's the biggest thing I'm trying to do going forward, instead of just being an energy defense connector type guy.
Were you surprised they didn't send a pick on that last play and it was just you two on an island?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think that maybe the pick allows us to double team or throw in a different scheme, so maybe that was the plan. Yeah, I'm not really too sure.
Tyrese, where do you feel like Ben and Andrew really benefited from that late game opportunity, and not just playing but really being counted on?
Yeah, I think it was huge. They both made big shots down the stretch. Andrew obviously got a couple big stops for us. But yeah, I think that's just a part of being a young team, as guys just growing down the stretch, and as games approach, just being ready for the challenge.
How much have you had to be in Andrew's ear about just what it's like first year and those sorts of things?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously his situation is different from mine when I came into the league, but what he does so good is he's just ready, because you never know when he's going to be thrown in there. I think when he got drafted here, you guys just kind of saw him as, I think everybody saw him as a point guard. So you're like, you got you and Tyrese and TJ on the roster, where does he really fit in? But he's able to play 1, 2, and 3, and can really contribute in a lot of different areas. So he's been really good.
What will be the biggest adjustment for you guys without Chris for the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think just like what we keep talking about, guys got to be ready. New guys are gonna have to step up. Obviously he's out. Aaron's been out the last couple of games, so just guys got to be prepared. You never know who's gonna be thrown there, whether it's O'Shea or Terry or even TQ. You don't know what it is, what it's gonna be. So guys just got to be prepared and ready for what's thrown at them.
As a point guard, you have to kind of know the strengths of the players around you. When you're on the court with Bennedict, what do you try to do for him?
Just give him the ball. Like, nobody gets the free throw line like that guy, especially as a rookie. Like in training camp, I was like, you're not getting the free throw line as much as you think, when he was complaining for calls, but he gets there. So all I got to do is get him the ball and let him do the rest. So my biggest thing for him is, when just keeping him engaged. When he doesn't touch the ball for a couple of possessions, just trying to run sets to get him the ball, for him to go. So he's really hard to guard, obviously, stay in front of. So try to get as many sets where he's going against tilted defenses where they got to close out to him, because obviously he's been shooting the ball well, but if you're late and he goes by you, more than likely he's getting the free throw line. So he's a tough cover.
Up to this point, he's been coming off the bench and been maybe the focus of the second unit. We don't know if he's going to start, but if he does, how does that change things?
Nothing. It doesn't change anything. He's obviously been finishing games for us, so I think the starter role doesn't really do anything different. He's just got to be ready to go, and he's definitely moving up in scouting reports. So there's obviously more film on him as we're whatever, however many games we are in, 10 games in or whatever. So as the season goes on, teams will have more film on him and guard him in different ways. And he's just got to be prepared and ready.
You played against CJ McCollum out west, maybe more than the East teams. How has he fit in with the Pelicans?
He's been awesome. I think CJ is obviously a great dude first and foremost, but I think he's just a great player, one of the most underrated players in the NBA today. He's just amazing in the way he can score the ball at all three levels, and we just got to be prepared because adding him to the mix with already having a team with Bi and Zion and Valanciunas, like it's a really good core that they're putting together over there. So we just got to be prepared to go.
You guys hit with 3, even 4-guard lineups at times on Friday. What do you think of those units and how they can help you guys attack?
Yeah, I mean, just obviously basketball is moving to a positionless game where guys got to be ready to go. I think for us, more so than anything, it's about offensively, guys knowing all the spots. Especially but down the stretch, we run a lot of spread pick and roll, and it's not as much sets as it is just playing basketball. But defensively, guys got to do different things. When we put 3, 4-guard lineups on there, I got to come in and rebound. Or all of us guards got to come in, sandwich, and rebound. Playing best rebounding team in the NBA tomorrow, so guys just got to be prepared.
Do you like the cluster of the schedule so far, where it's like 3 at home, go away for 5 games, now home for 8 of 10, and then you guys leave for 7 games? Is that?
It doesn't matter. I got in the NBA in a COVID year, so there's schedules don't really bother me. I don't really know what to expect. I kind of just go with the flow. Whatever they tell me, I'll be there. So it just kind of comes with it.
At the same time, this is a rare stretch of like 2 games in a week, and they're both at home. Does your bodies feel maybe a little extra juice and energy right now, or are you still grinding a little bit?
Yeah, it's still a grind for sure. But no, I'm just ready to go every day. Just doing the necessary treatment and stuff. Our training staff has been amazing, making sure guys are ready to go and keeping us, warm and prepared. So feel good, and I'm just ready to get to it.